How's it going? Onto this one now. The little log buster, whatever you want to call it. Runs pretty good. I'm just looking at the carb. Whoever kitted this didn't take that old gasket off. This needle arm seems a bit low, but it seems the saw is flooding. It did run on a prime when I first got it. Then I filled the tank up with, it's probably stale. I might have to tip it back out and do all that sort of stuff. But I thought I'd check. And when you drop a screw like that on a dirt floor, it makes it hard to find, but I got it. Just try and lift this without wrecking it. Because I don't have a kit here for it. It looks clean. The smell of the fuel, it's BP Zoom. I found a servo 15-minute drive from me that actually has it on pump still. I'll just hit this with the wire. I wish I had a pressure tester actually for this to do carb work, which I don't, so it'll have to be a piece of hose. It's good. Put the diaphragm back on. And so it's just stale fuel. Once I put the fuel in, fresh fuel in the tank, there must have been a small amount of stale fuel in the bottom, or even in the hose, carby even. Carby's clean though. I did just try to start it, but nothing happened. So I thought I'd take the carb off. I can see there's the butterfly's wet. So I thought I'll take the carby apart off and apart and have a look, but it looks okay to me. The screen's clear, holds pressure. It's probably that over flooded, it won't do anything until I take the plug out and have a look. I'll push this hose on properly. This gasket should probably be replaced. I don't think I've got any out here yet, made up, cut up. I've got the Honda. Oh yes I do. Look at that, that's that gasket. Never mind. This one should pass the test anyhow. I don't know what that was I just dropped. Hope it was nothing important. So I believe that sits about there. I'll just start it. There we go. Hope the gasket, yeah, the gasket's lined up. I think that sits about there. I'll just get it snug and then I'll put the throttle linkage back in. Can't see what I'm doing, can you? How's that? Excuse the mess. Try and pop this linkage up and in its hole. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Take the carby loose again. That probably won't be enough. No, I've got to take the screw out. First time working on a micro. First time for everything this week. Fix the ignition on the 360. Thank God. It was same as that one. I think it was Howell's. That one Leon worked on. Exactly the same problem. It runs like a brand new saw, if you ask me. The little Black & Decker log buster, I'm not sure what the cross reference home wide is. I think it's an XL1 or 2. It's the same as a Super 2, but it's got one trigger. And the plastic, it's got a plastic housing and not mag alloy. So it's a late model. No serial number that I could see on it. There's a model number, but it's missing. Very good condition. Just missing the clutch and the sprocket. Okay, now on off, I'm not sure which was which direction. Can't remember what Edward told me. He's a young collector, he likes his Max, which is unfortunate because I wanted a 710 that he had there. Well, I've got a 250 and a PM 360 or 340. It just needs a carb kit, that 340 I think it is, 340, 360, 360. I got it to run, but only just when I first got it. Yeah, we're not flooded. Let's just try this. Out is on, in is off. Now I reckon if I hit this quickly, on the wire wheel and clean it up a touch. I can't really use my test light to test the strength of the spark because it's LED. I need a jump tester like Leon's got. There is a spark, but not very strong. I wonder how old this plug is. I do have a DJ8J. I've got a slightly older plug here out of a Ryobi Grass Scorpion. I don't think that's going in the boot properly. That's got better spark. I'm doing this, friends, because I don't want to go to bed. I want to go camping maybe tomorrow afternoon. I don't think it's going to happen now, but that's what the plan was. But I've got to plumb up a gas hot water service and pump, electric pump to the car battery. Is that going in or is it going in crooked? It feels like it's going in crooked. Well, it went in. Righty ho. Put that high-low screws back in. I don't got carby cleaner on me at the moment. I've got the ultrasonic. But I reckon it was that pump surface, the diaphragm surface. We'll go 1 1/4 out. We'll start like the home lights. I reckon there's fuel stale in this. One and a quarter. I might. It could be because the cap's not letting air in. It lets air in. Doesn't taste real nice. I'll just give it a shot. In there, it could be that this is stale. Well, we'll give it a try, eh? There we go. Good throttle. Now we're probably flooded. Oh, well and truly. And I put the throttle linkage in the wrong hole by the looks. No, it's there. Could be because there's no Try again. I think the fuel's stale. It shouldn't be though. We'll go half a turn in on the low. Not quite sure. What's that hose there? Is that the fuel hose? Must be. Fuel hose has fuel in it. We could have a leaking seal. That side's dry. I think this, yeah. Fresh fuel is needed, I believe. I only filled this, excuse me. I filled this up. Can't remember. I was working on the 359 Husky. It's about 2 weeks ago. Probably longer. Sipping me go juice. Because that's all that's kept me going for the last, I don't know, what time is it? 24 hours. Been awake since midday yesterday. Do I look like it? I cannot wait to get this going. Standard mount for the generic mount pretty much is this still. So that's MS 170 to 211 or 210. No, 211. The 210s are a little bit bigger. I'll take it camping. Actually, take the plug back out and I'll do a compression test. Although I don't think I really need to. It just must be crap in the bottom of the tank. It's fresh fuel, I don't really want to waste it. But if it's soiled, it's soiled. It's fresh. There might be crap in the hose. Just have to keep trying until it fires. That rope's not very long on these saws, unless that's how it is. thirsty. And loud. Take that low screw out another half a turn. High screw, another half a turn. Sorry about that. I'll just lift these up a touch. I think my tripod's stuffed already. So we've got an air leak. The butterfly is completely closed. I believe. Actually, no, it's not. Quick try again. Out's on, isn't it? Out is on, so now I've got to adjust the low. Back to where I originally had it. Now it doesn't want to start. Take the high in another half a turn. Is out on. Or in on. Out. So now we're flooded. I believe. 24 minutes, pretty good. Actually, I don't think I put this plug in straight. I did. We'll put this other plug back in. And this fuel cap leaks. Can't win. Just give us a couple of seconds. I don't know what the neighbour's doing. Put it back on choke. a squirt. Starting your fuel. Another half a turn out on the high. Just go full turn in on the idle. Try again. It doesn't like pulling fuel. I think I might do this outside. She's definitely got an air leak. It'll idle normal with the choke on. So I think I might pop the muffler off and have a look at the cylinder. Oh, excuse me, I'll give you guys a look too. Could be seals. Could be anything. Not quite sure how to get this muffler off. Just like that. The rest of the screen's pretty good. It's not too bad. There's a cold seas up the top, but it's still got heaps of compression. I think these are the screws that hold the engine in, actually. Must be. Pinching the fuel line. Would that make it run lean? I believe so. I need to put all the I don't know what that screw's for. I'll put all the parts for this on the lid of the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm not 100% on how to pull one of these apart. I'm just trying to see how the handle comes off. Whether it's got it's got a top half. There we go. Fuel line's soft all the way to the tank. I think I know where the fuel. I think I know where the leak is. The whole top of the handle comes off. So there's another gasket underneath the carby. Must be a reed block. Jeez. Like 009 010011012 stills. It's the same carby, just different gasket. Slightly different. That's exactly how it comes off. I'll give you a look in a second. Wish I'd have known that earlier. Oh. The carby holds pressure, but when it's running, you should see the fuel it sucks into the carby. And the there's a barb there, so it's not all one piece of hose. There's the fuel leak. Air leak, I think. The reed block. It's wet right there. Air was passing by it. I imagine I can get that cut. The missus, if I can get it off in one piece or find it clear, yeah, it's been leaking, I think. There's crap there. Crankcase looks nice. I just think that's a possibility of where it was leaking. This cover. Allen. I'm just gonna take the clutch cover off and the starter and have a look. It wasn't a very long screw, so that should be completely loose. Yep. Micro 25, I think that's what it is, a V or 24. Clutch side seal is good, but the clutch is, the sprocket sees to the clutch, maybe it's the bearing. Another different size screw. And my Allen key for that is I don't know where, so I'll have to use the kit. Cheap stuff. I need to find that Allen key. There. Found it. This is an insanely long screw also. Got it over there. And then that one's a bloody, oh wow. I've got to take off the handlebar. What size? I suppose it's not 8mm. No. bear with me a second. I just had that. $11mm socket before. There. That's the size for here. For the clutch side, it's 11mm. And then under the saw, they are, well, there's one home light 5/16 or 8mm, whichever. Handlebar is off. Whoops, I just put that screw there, goes there. And there's fuel wasting everywhere here. I suppose that's an 11mm as well. No, it's a 10, but 11 will get it off. And I just broke a bit of paint. I think the fuel hose, yeah, fuel tank comes out with the starter. There she is. Oh, it's cute.
Mum said she'll be back in a bit.
Where's she going?
Appointment.
What fucking appointment? Excuse me. Flywheel seal looks dry also. But it'd be dry if it's sucking in air, wouldn't it? I really don't want to even attempt to do seals on one of these. Just too fiddly for me. Let's check the cylinders. Cylinder Allen head's a different size again. I need to get me a set. Let's try T27. No. Actually, that's T27 might work. I'll use the steel. And it was two screws hold the cylinder down, and they were just a little loose. That much. Wouldn't mind betting this gasket here. Yeah, look. Leaking for sure, I reckon. Sorry about that. My alarm just went off to get up for work, but I don't have work tonight. I haven't even had a sleep yet. I think that was leaking. This saw is in mad condition, but what was that? It just runs funny, as you've heard. It's got a cold seize. I believe that gasket was leaking. I might smear some grey RTV on top that hasn't lifted. Or has it? It hasn't lifted. It wasn't sealing here properly. Try that. want your reed valve to fall out, would you? Straight into the engine. I've got to have it in this. Sorry guys, I'm wrecked. I've got to have it tore down to this extent to change seals anyway. I'm just going to remove the clutch, hopefully. I just don't have another Allen key of that size. I can use a screwdriver. Cheap one. That has Phillips one side and that the other. Wow. It's only going to work very good. Take the plug out and put rope in, or I'll break something. Another long video. I want to apologise again. First time's always the longest. This plug doesn't want to come out while it's warm either. There we go. Screwed it back in and then back out. Okay. Now we're okay, I think. Put that in there. Put that in there. Use the breaker bar. Sprockets fused itself to the clutch, and I can't even do the shifter. Yes, I can. The two shifters deal. Saw King showed. There we go. That was easy, I think. Yep. shifter in like so. Other one here. Sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm not sitting down for this. I just sat down for 13 hours in a truck. So now the sprocket's free of the clutch. I think it's missing something in there. So I'll keep looking at me. Sorry. Nothing in there. Just because it was there, not there. I can tell you now, I ain't going to get a seal that size. I don't even think there's a seal in there. If there is, they did a good job to hide it. That will be 13. See if I can break this free without too much hassle. As soon as I get this flywheel off, inspect. Alarm again. I think I got it. Yep. This side definitely has a seal. I think this side's a bush thing. Could be a seal. If it is, then it needs two. Whether I can get them or not is the next mission, because looking at this, I've got to take the cylinder off. And that gasket's not in very good shape either. It's still got plastic on it. I'll take the cylinder off, may as well. Wrong size. What's going on here? $2.27. Oh boy, pointer's down. Sorry for the wobbling. How's that? They look like the same cylinder bolts as the Ryobi grass scorpions. Oh. Yeah, cylinder just broke free. Stored wet for too long, I believe. That also could be nonsense. Just disconnect the kill wire off the coil so it stays there. Yeah, that is pretty bad. Oh, I don't like these ones. Roller bearings. I do not like them. Actually, there's the problem. There's no gasket there. It didn't come off with the cylinder. So the cylinder was leaking. Yeah, look at all that. Both sides. So makes you wonder if the seals were or not. Have we got broken piston ring? I hope not. No. I don't want this conrod to slip off. Yeah, look at this. This gasket wasn't even. I can take a photo of that. And now the cry cut machine will cut it exactly the same. But then I've just got to cut that out. I'll try and get all of this off. Without it leaving any behind. This gasket is very old and didn't do anything. And that would be 0.3 paper. Didn't leave anything behind, no. Maybe, yes. I might just replace that gasket, 2 gaskets. Bit of RTV there actually. And have another try. I've got to blow that out now. Wax and grease, remove all that. And these seals, is that a bearing? There'd be a small size bearing in that. That's got some movement. That's the flywheel side. Not to worry. That gasket's almost like a, oh anyway. You guys know what I'm talking about, I hope. I'm very tired. I think I might call it a day. Excuse me. I've got a Super 2 engineer, I'll just let you know. I did show it, I believe. It's out of this one. Runs. Well, ran on a prime. Wrong fuel hose, that's clear. It's probably air or water hose. The other two on the oil tank are nice and soft. This is the one that had the clutch that was going to go on the thing, but it's no good. Whoever owned it obviously knew that the clutch let go. It's smashed all this in. Cylinder. Nice. So I've got a spare. Late model electronic coil. That's handy because I got a 74 model in the man cave. It's got points. I reckon the electronic version's got more oomph in the cut. I was going to say the 5-letter word. That means two things. Then points ignition. Husky 345 bearings. BG 56C bearings and seals. Not that one, that one. Still waiting for the seals for the 345 and then I'll be straight back into that. So the home light, 360, good to go. Just need a side cover and a muffler and a bucking spike, but I might make one out of a drop saw blade or something. Because the muffler I can't jimmy up something. I haven't got a muffler narrow enough. Apart from another one of these micros that work, that muffler would kind of work there. Anyhow, that's it for me for today. Probably up until next week. Unless we don't go camping. If we don't, well, I might film something out there, maybe running a saw. I don't know which one I'm going to use as a camping saw yet. If I can get these gaskets cut tonight. I can try this saw out tomorrow. I don't have any fuel hose, so the hose I've got, the hose that's on this micro is okay for now. Till I go see Sean and get some new hoses. Go to have a shower and go to bed, I think. I don't even know what time it is. 1 o'clock, 1:30. Sorry, it's a bit boring today, but my day has been 2 days in one. Might edit that out. I might get in trouble. So yeah, have a good Easter. All that jazz. I'll try my best. Next time you see me, I might be out cutting some wood for the campfire. Or we'll be back in here. Hopefully putting the 345 back together, because that'd be an alright camping saw. Hooroo, have a good one. See you later.